What is up, Diecast collectors? Welcome back to another Diecast review here on Project 94. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Kyle Busch's 2022 Bristol Dirt Race version 164 for Joe Gibbs Racing. And this is going to be a special diecast because this is Mnms' final NASCAR win ever in the Cup Series. So this car on its own is going to be worth a lot. Just for that. It's the final time that Mnms has ever won in NASCAR. And of course, it's Kyle Busch's final Joe Gibbs Racing win as well. So this is double down in terms of value and sentimental value for you Kyle Busch fans out there. This diecast here is really going to be a cool one to look at because there is quite a bit of... Now, when you first see this car, you probably won't notice that there's not much damage on this car, but there is quite a bit of dirt on it. You're going to notice how dirty this car is. In fact, I had to look at render photos because I was thinking this car wasn't going to be as dirty. Well, I was expecting it to be dirty, but this is extremely dirty, and you guys are going to see it. Here it is. Now, this is a Crunchy Cookie livery scheme, which we could also look at that. I don't know if I'm going to review the clean one or not, but I'm going to review this race version of this car. I mean, just look at that thing. You got number 18, Joe Gibbs Racing. You got Camry right there. You have the M&M. Number 18, Sunoco. You got Goodyear NASCAR Cup Series, Rowdy. Let's see what we have here. Toyota, J.D. Gibbs, Snickers, Milky Way, Skittles, Pedigree, and I think that's Ethel Chocolates or American Heritage Chocolates, I think. You have TRD, Crunchy Cookie right there. You got DeWalt, their rear quarter window. You got Interstate Batteries and Rheem. On the back, you have Toyota Camry. Food City, Toyota. TRD, number 18. And let's see what we got back here. We got Breathe Right, Mac Tools, Siemens. What is that, Doosan? I'm not sure what that logo is. I think that's, someone had said what that was, and I totally forgot. Continuing with this diecast review, we have Mobile One. And let's see what else we have here. We got a bag of M&Ms. That logo, that circle one, unfortunately, I cannot read it for you guys. Sherwin-Williams and Lincoln Welders. You got Kyle Busch right there. You got the row of M&Ms and the number 18. So now for the paint scheme. We have a black spoiler and a black splitter. And of course, it's got a really, really light blue backdrop to this car. It's not metallic or anything special like that. It's just a standard light blue on there. And of course, on the hood, you have the green, red, and blue showing the Crunchy Cookie inner part of the chocolate M&M right there. Got two more hood pins here and here and here as well, which we will look at the race version detail after the paint scheme. So you got blue on this side, Mr. Red, and on this side you have yellow and Mrs. Green. And of course, nothing on the back, just the Food City. And of course, the roof has the row of M&Ms, of course, which we looked at. So the paint scheme is pretty simple of where the candy placements are. But now we are going to go get into the raced version detail. So let's start with the front. You have a lot of dirt, and you got a chunk of dirt underneath the splitter, or on top of, I should say, next to the little dirt bag, little grill opening right there. Quite a bit of dirt and grime on this. Of course, this is Tennessee clay, so it's going to have some damage, or dirt, I should say. And there is damage. I mean, you got damage right here. Of course, that looks like he probably hit something along the way on his journey to victory lane. This was the race where Chase Briscoe just absolutely wiped out Tyler Reddick, and it opened up the door for Kyle Busch to take the win. And of course, he had the hood vents on there. You got a lot more dirt on the hood as well. A lot of dirt on the hood. You can probably tell by looking closer at it, especially in the front here, especially like the front corners. Super, super dirty. Got some tire marks right there, mark right there. You have a tire mark under here, another one right here. And of course, just a slight bit of dirt, not a lot, on the side. If you get a bit closer, you'll probably see more dirt on it, but it's fairly clean. It's just tiny specks of dirt across the side, including the quarter panel right there is some dirt. You can see it on the 18. Any white bit of a race version car, you're going to see a lot of whatever wear and grime was on the actual race car. See the top right here, you got the bag of M&Ms from when they threw it in victory lane. Of course, you got some more dirt on the top. Of course, it's a white backdrop of the 18, so you're going to be able to see that pretty easily. with the black outline and the white number fill-in for all sides of the car. Got the black roof rails right there. Of course, you got the bag of M&Ms. Of course, you got a lot of peanut ones and only like 2 crunchy cookie ones, which is kind of interesting. You got one here, and then these are just the yellow ones. Kind of interesting. I thought they would just use more of the crunchy cookie ones since that's the car that this is. And of course, you got some dirt and scratches on the back. Of course, you got a little nick mark right there. That is not lino. That is actually how the car finished the race. And of course, you're going to have some more like skid marks and scratches and scrapes like on the rear quarter panel. If you're power sliding, 99% chance. If you're running the outside, you're going to scrape the wall. Even though they were running the bottom to middle most of the day. So he probably got hit there, and maybe that's how those scratches came about. And of course, we have some more of the scratch marks on it. You got a scratch over the wheel well. And of course, this side actually has a lot more dirt than the other one. You do have a tire mark right there. You got some dirt and scratches on the exhaust close to it. So he must have snagged the exhaust. Thankfully, it didn't take him out of the race. Of course, you have some more dirt on there as well. Some more dirt, particularly that corner right there. And of course, you got some more like dirt kind of wrapped around here. Like a bit of a tire mark. But it's just dirt. I actually love how they did this car. Pretty much because, you know, some people would probably look at this from far and not know how much dirt is on this thing. But it actually is quite dirty. Probably the only thing that would give it away, if you look at it from far, is probably the scratches and the marks on it from the race. But this car does have dirt. If you just look a bit close, you're going to see it. Really cool to get dirt race win cars. I did not get the Logano one because they did not make a 164, but they did the Kyle Busch. I was like, yeah, I'll get it. It's one of those cars I just threw into one of my hauls one time, and I just haven't reviewed it for any of the channels, this one or 9446. But just look at that front end. Look at all that dirt. I mean, you got a chunk there, and it's just all sprayed around the front right there. You could definitely tell that it is not clean, which is very, very cool. The Mnms car won on the dirt, and this is Kyle's only win on the year. It was with Mnms. He didn't even win with the Interstate Batteries car. I mean, wow, what a season for Kyle Busch, just winning one race and then announcing he's going to Richard Childress Racing next year. Still kind of shocking that that was the decision that was made. I mean, that's quite insane to know that he's not even going to be a Joe Gibbs Racing or Toyota driver anymore. Of course, you got biofuel right there. That's going to be more detailed than it usually is because it's a race version. Got the rims are all that dark. I think for race versions, they always go with this like super dark colored rim, like this darkish grayish color. I don't even know if this is even painted on. This actually looks more like it's like printed on, but I could be wrong about that. But just quite a bit of dirt, quite a bit. Now, I'm going to be really excited if every year they make the 164 of the dirt race win, depending on the sponsor, of course, because if he wins in like 3G or something, they're probably not going to make it. But this is a really cool diecast right here. Give you guys a 360 view of it. You can really see the grill opening. I mean, look at that. Sometimes with these race versions, you can actually see more detail than the standard finish, so that's really, really nice to see that they've got the grill on there. Some people actually, I know my cousin on 9446 Network calls it the diaper of the car, but it kind of does pack in a little bit of dirt. Kind of, I don't know how they would make a surface on the grill where dirt is going to get in there somehow, so that's kind of, I remember the first Bristol dirt race, they're actually having overheating issues, if you guys have a 360 view of this so far. That actually had overheating issues. One of them was Kyle Busch, and then this year there's a couple more cars with overheating issues. So yeah, they still got to work on these cars for the dirt. They're not perfect on there, so they'll have to work on it. Oh yeah, the splitter also actually has, wow, I wonder how they got pictures of underneath the car to get a picture of the splitter to give us that detail. I feel like that's a really nice touch that you probably wouldn't notice at first glance, but it's a really nice diecast. The paint scheme is really cool. The race win is really cool. The dirt and the damage. It's just a fantastic race version for the 164. Yeah, you don't really have that much confetti. If not, I don't think they had confetti at all on this. But so yeah, you can really see how the car came across the line. And of course, in Victory Lane, the bag of M&Ms. That's honestly what sold this car for me, was the bag of M&Ms. I just really find it cool that they would go out and print M&M bags on the top of the car, which is really cool. I mean, they're not 3D or anything. It's just like a flat decal, but it still looks good. Very, very good. So yeah, guys, that has been the Kyle Busch M&M's Crunchy Cookie Bristol Dirt Race win. So very, very cool. We took a look at the paint scheme a little bit, and we looked at all the damage and the race version and spoke a little bit about the race. So thank you all for checking out this video. Comment, like, and subscribe for more diecast reviews here on the Project 94 channel. We are still growing and developing and hope to become a bigger channel down the road. So thank you all for checking this one out. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next diecast review. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecasts.